You know what I mean? And
I don't know how many people you're going to get to engage with you, though.
I don't want to engage with any
of y'all. You can't
mosh
with yourself.
I don't want to engage. Oh, yes, you
can.
I have seen people do. Yes, you can. You can definitely mosh by yourself. I mean, the 50-year-old man who would go there is like, I don't care. I don't want y'all here, but I'm going to mosh. And if y'all get in, y'all might get an elbow. Dang it.
Hey, blast off, I can talk my ass off. Hey, Smokey, what you seen, and I'll tell you what I saw. Hollywood, what you think, and I'll tell you what I thought. And we can talk about it all when we here on Trash Talk. Hey.
What's going on, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Trash Talkers Podcast.
We made it.
What's up, Smoke Dog?
Oh, man.
Football.
Can I do my football minute?
Ahead. Football.
60 seconds of football. Here we go. Why are they still hating on Georgia? Because Georgia just wins, and yet every time I tune into a SEC podcast or a college football podcast, all they talk about is how beatable Georgia is, yet they keep winning. So it is what it is. They just took out the an undefeated SEC team. So there's that. And the Falcons, as of this recording, still haven't played yet. So we did win that one last week, though.
I thought your prediction was you won.
I predicted the Bills to win.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so your prediction was off. All
yes.
right, so we made a thing. All right, so as of right now, the Falcons have not played.
Yeah.
Who do we play?
Dang, let me pull up who they're playing. Let's see. I forgot who we're playing this week.
What we're doing is we're seeing how good Smokey's predictions are. So he's 0 for 1 right now. Let's see if he's...
Oh, the 49ers. That's right.
So who wins?
I'm going with the Falcons this week because the 49ers are still playing Mac Jones at quarterback. So I'm going to say the Falcons win.
How much? Give me the score. Give me the score.
28-17.
28-17
yeah.
Falcons. All right, we're 0 for 1. Let's see if we can at least get 1 for 1.
Yeah.
In there. With me, man, I told y'all I made a big career change, and looks like
How's that going
pretty dang good, man.
Yeah.
I mean, no complaints. Got a vacation coming up here very soon, and excited to take some well-needed time off, because dang it, my eyelids hurt, man.
I know. It's hard to hold them open these days.
Some sleep, man. Golly, man. Now, to the Trash Talkers who are new, if you were new here, we always read the top 3 comments from our previous podcast. Do you remember what our previous podcast was about?
It was Shock Rock. Who the hell cares about Shock Rock?
Who the cares about Shock Rock? So the number 3 most liked comment from that podcast comes from you, David Hatred 666. David Hatred says Shock Rock starts with Screaming Jay Hawkins. Then in the UK we had Screaming Lord Such and The Crazy World of Arthur Brown, all before Cooper edit. Good old Smokey got there 20 minutes in. LOL.
Yeah.
All right, the number 2 most liked comment from that podcast comes from Joden. Shout out to you, Jodan or Joden. Says, Guar, LOL. The song Sick of You always cracks me up. They were channeling an angry 5-year-old when they wrote, your face is gross, you eat my toes, you don't know what to do. And once you point that out to your sister-in-law, she realizes that the kids were laughing before she started throwing things at me. All right, Jodan.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, it is. The number 1 most liked comment from that podcast comes from you, Thomas West. Thomas West says, Alice Cooper, first shock rocker.
Yeah, see, now we have conflicting comments there. But yeah, to the average person, the first thing they think of is Alice Cooper as the godfather of shock rock. But yeah, like I said in there, and the commenter also said that Screaming Jay Hawkins might have actually been the first overall. He mentioned 2 others, though, that we need to check out because he said they had those guys in England.
The UK, yeah. I mean, man, I'm still going to go with John the Baptist. That dude was the first. I'm going to go with him. But, no, good. We like to see that because we can see where Alice Cooper, some people say Alice, but he really, I mean, who was it that we were like, damn, it was somebody we had said was like, before, I know they credit Screaming Jay Hawkins, but who was it? It was somebody else. We were like, damn, who was it?
You said Robert Johnson.
Robert Johnson.
Yeah.
I mean, is that not shock?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It may be. I mean, it was before the genre of rock was invented, but still, maybe the first shock artist.
Yeah. Now, today's topic, Trash Talkers, is an interesting one. The question is there an age limit for metal? And let's just preface this by saying it doesn't necessarily have to be about metal. It could be rock, could be pop, could be emo, could be plastic core, could be whatever. At what age, or is there an age to where are you too old to be going to shows, or you're too old to be out and about at these shows? Is there an age?
I would say no, considering I just went to a concert recently.
You're still young though.
Yeah, but the artists on stage were in their 70s.
So then that right there that's what I would say. Performing, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Man, if you can get up there and hold the mic, even if you can do it, I don't care if you're 116. Enjoy yourselves.
Yeah.
Now to the consumer though, like at what point is it? It's not. Look, Uncle Greg. It's unsafe for you to be in this mosh pit. You 97 years old, bro.
There's definitely a mosh pit age limit for sure.
I'd be that dude they're holding in the wheelchair. I'm the dude in the wheelchair. Oh hell no. That'd be me, man.
Dude, that actually sounds like fun.
Yeah.
But you better strap in. What if they tip you over though?
Man, I ain't got this seatbelt on. I got this seatbelt on.
Yeah, you need to harness on.
That's gonna be me, dude.
You know, I've brought up this before because there was the heavy metal parking lot documentary thing that came out on public broadcasting back in the late 80s or whenever it was, maybe even the mid 80s, but they were making a big deal way back then about how it was a metal show, and it was, I believe, Judas Priest and the Scorpions, I believe was the bands playing.
Oh, wow.
And there were they were all like 18, 19 years old, and some of them were 14 or whatever.
You talking about the audience?
The audience, yeah, that they were interviewing in the parking lot. But there was this one guy that came up was like 25 or something, and they were like, "Don't you think you're a little old to be at this show?" You know.
I mean, yeah, I don't.
Back then, I feel like it was more of a young man's sport, if you will. Back then, not that there was an age limit, but people just expected teenagers to go to these shows, and a lot of these older artists still say the kids when they're talking about the fan base. The kids liked it. The kids were hyped tonight. The kids were loving the show tonight or whatever. But nowadays, like, the genres have grown up, and I say especially metal and rap, because those are the two that's usually looked at as these are kids genres. The teenagers listen to this stuff, but it's not that way anymore because the genres have grown up and so have the fans. So I say there is no age limit. Like, there may be, like, if you see someone who rolls up at 90 years old to the show, you'd be like, oh, that's unusual. But I don't think there is an age limit because the audience is growing up with these bands.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think there is an age limit. But why do you think they said that this music is for the kids?
I think back then, because it was such a new genre during those days,
Metal?
Yeah, I mean, the genre was only like a decade old at that time, maybe 15 at the most or whatever it was. And then rap the same way. Metal came about in the early 70s and rap came about in the late 70s. So people looked at it at that time like there's no middle-aged people that's going to listen to these genres.
But there were middle-aged people making those genres.
At that time?
Yeah, like, I don't care. Okay, middle age, I guess. You're saying 30, mid 35.
In their 30s maybe, yeah, by then.
I mean, isn't that middle age?
Well, I guess if you're over 35, that's middle age. Yeah.
I mean, like, there's some middle age. Like, look at, God, I don't even want to say his name because he has a scam. Yeah, I don't, man. Yeah, we can separate the two. But, Shaka's, not Shaka. Come on, Africa Bambaataa. He was in his early 30s, and he was one of the pioneers.
Yeah.
So what was that about? Why was it like, hey, there's some, because there are, or not even that. Let's take rock. Like, I'm sure there were some middle-aged founders of metal. Now, and we got to, all right, here's the thing. Are we going to talk about rock or are we going to talk about metal?
I'd say separate the two because rock is significantly older than metal.
So what if we say kawaii metal?
Now there may be an age limit for that.
So all right,
because if you're a 40-something-year-old man rolling up to watch these 19-year-old females perform, then people are gonna look at you weird.
All right, so the kawaii metal performer, 19 performer.
I'm not saying you can't enjoy the music though.
Yeah, I mean, hell, we're that. I mean,
but it's just tough. Like if you go to like one of these really young pop stars, a Billie Eilish show, and you're a mid-40s man, and you go to a Billie Eilish show, you know, these are all 18-year-old girls and whatnot, and probably younger than that, 15 to 16-year-old girls, you know, up there enjoying the show. You're gonna get some looks, man.
Yeah, but what if that person just enjoy? Like, I'm not a creep, and for y'all even thinking I'm a creep makes y'all
they're gonna think it, you know, no matter what. That's the bad part about it.
Right.
Even if you're just there to enjoy the music, I would suggest if you're going to a show like that, sit in the back and just stay to yourself.
I have seen some.
You're not gonna get in the mosh pit with 15-year-old girls.
Well, no. Here's the thing, though. I don't think like some of those like kawaii, like a baby metal. Let's take baby metal.
Yeah.
I have seen videos where there are grown men in mosh pits, like moshing the baby, where you don't see. It's like baby metal knows, hey, we're not 14, 15-year-old girls. Probably, you know, that might be 20% of our demographic, but like we out here. You know, our demographic is to the middle-aged American male.
They really are, yeah.
So what's wrong with that?
Oh, and the Japanese males too.
Yeah,
of course,
they're out there killing it.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, when they do festivals and things like that, they're on tour with these other metal artists that are, you know, in their 40s, 50s.
So
maybe.
what's that about this? So a 14 or a younger female performer can put on a song for a middle-aged man, and he can go out there and mosh with other middle-aged men.
Yeah.
So, but I guess
that's a little different, yeah.
So, but if you remove, all right, so let's say there's 30 middle-aged men moshing a baby metal. You remove 25. Now there's 5 left. And but see, that's the thing. I was going to say you replace them with, you know, girls age of the performer. They're not really at those shows.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean, baby metal may be an exception. I don't know, but it depends on what fans they draw in like Japan or whatever. Yes, in America, when they're on a big festival with all these other metal artists, the audience is going to be mostly middle-aged men. But
I was kind of joking when I was like, all right, well, what about kawaii metal? When I said should we separate?
That's a good point.
But no, let's leave the subgenres out. Let's separate. I agree. I think we should separate rock and metal. Let's leave rock out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's stick just to metal. I have seen. All right, let's go opposite. I have seen like children. Hell, when I went to Gojira, there was like a 5-year-old kid out there
with their parents,
moshing. I mean, but
I would hope they were.
Yeah, I would hope. Dude,
the kid just rolls
that's the
up
most
alone.
gangsterest kid ever. He just shows up to a falling in reverse. Just that'd be awesome, man.
Yeah.
But no, it is something to be said about like man, look at a Lorna Shore.
Mm-hmm. Like,
if you're a fan and you have a 10-year-old kid, you're like, and your kid's a fan because she's listening to dad play it in the car all day. Yeah. You're like, hey, I'm gonna go to a Lorna Shore show, and she's like, Daddy, can I come with you? Baby, I thought you would never ask. Come on, let's go. And she's out there killing it. Yeah. But all right, at what point, is it weird if your 24-year-old daughter comes up to you when you're 51 and she's like, hey, Dad, you want to come to a Lorna Shore show? Is that still weird?
Not necessarily. It happens a lot, actually. But I don't know. I don't know how I would feel in that situation.
If your daughter's inviting you to the show. But you're a fan of the band too, though.
Yeah. And I do feel like the audience at a Lorna Shore show is going to be younger than, you know, the people that show up to Judas Priest or whatever. I think there's going to be a pretty big age gap in between those two.
I mean, is that a problem?
No, not necessarily, but you don't want to be down in the mosh pit with a bunch of kids.
Okay, so all right, earlier.
For one, they're all gonna be like, "What are you doing here?"
I'm ready to mosh. I'm about to y'all. This 2025 mosh, and y'all. I'm finna show you how we do it.
Somebody come get their dad.
I'm finna show you how we did it in the 90s. Let's go. This is not, and you know what? They probably would embrace it, man.
Yeah.
But no, I'm saying because earlier you had said no, there is no age limit. All right, so if your 25-year-old daughter comes and get a 56-year-old you and takes you to a show, and you're like, I still want to get up and turn up. Like, so you're saying, oh, I'm too old to mosh. But what if you're a young 56 and you want to get out there and mosh? Like, I gotta sit back with all the blood pressures and you I want to get
in
up and
that
turn.
case, like, you know, there are a bunch of 20-year-old dudes in the mosh pit. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
I look at it as going at your own risk. You just know you might get hit in the face.
Yeah, absolutely.
You might lose a tooth.
I mean, if you got a bad hip, though, and you on blood pressure meds,
you probably shouldn't be doing
it. Yeah, you
it.
probably shouldn't. Because we don't need no casualties
But see,
in a mosh pit.
here's what's crazy. We're kind of what's the word I'm looking for? We're kind of being hypocritical, because if there was a Master P show, it's like, make them say, oh, me and you out there, make them say, oh.
But all the audience is gonna be our age too.
But there's a lot of kids wearing No Limit shirts, and what if, all right, let's say me and you go out there, and
do they even know about it? We've been through that before about the kids wearing shirts and they don't even know who the artist is.
But what if it's 50% our age, 50% 25 and younger? Like, I mean, you don't think at some point everybody could just turn up and have a good time without it being weird?
Yeah.
I think if you make it weird, you're the weirdo. Like, if you're like why? Like, I'm just here to have fun.
Well, I don't think the 50-year-old dude is not the one that wants to make it weird in general. Mm-hmm. It's the other people that are going to make it weird. Like, why are you out here?
So, all right, so the 50-year-old person who's not making it weird doesn't care what those other people. I don't care if y'all say, why am I out here? I'm out here because I want to be here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
I don't know how many people you're going to get to engage with you, though.
I don't want to engage with any
of
y'all.
You can't mosh with yourself.
I don't want to engage. Oh, yes, you
can.
I have seen people do. Yes, you can. You can definitely mosh by yourself. I mean, the 50-year-old man who would go there is like, I don't care. I don't want y'all here, but I'm going to mosh. And if y'all get in, y'all might get an elbow. Dang it.
I'm sure you can find other people your age that'll want to hang out with you and mosh with you.
Yeah, I mean, but then old Ralph got to go to work. Yeah. And it's like, look, I don't care about these young kids. I just want to go out there and do this. And there could be nobody around, and somebody would just be like, you know what? And it just so happened kids just happened to come in. Y'all came into this circle. I've been doing this by myself for 30 minutes. Damn it.
This is your fault if you get hit.
It's the Bart Simpson. It's just, y'all come in. Dang it. Like Rammstein I've seen that Rammstein has become, you know, it's a thing with the younger.
Limp Bizkit, we talk about that all the time, how Fred Durst was saying that, you know, we get older, but the fans stay the same age because the new generations find out and start going to the shows.
And a lot of those, like, the trash talkers out there who watch, like, New Metal Monday and were around when Limp Bizkit first came out, it was like, y'all, this is my music. Y'all just not finding out about this. Yeah. Like, I'm going to the show. Yeah. So if I happen to be, I did it all for, or, you know, if I'm out there turning up, like, and if y'all happen to be there, okay, cool. Come on. I'm going to show y'all what it was like to be in the 90s. Yeah. You know, if you worried about.
I would like to go to one of their shows to see what the demographic is.
I bet it's split.
Yeah, he's saying that there's kids, like, no matter how old they get, they're still the same age out in the audience. But are there people, like, is new metal just for kids? No. Is that what it is? Are there people of the same age, like Gen Xers, at the shows?
Of course. I mean,
that's not what he's saying, though.
Man, of course, dude. I mean, Deftones just came. I always shot my friend out in Maryland. Mm-hmm. But her daughter's 23, and she's got two 15-year-old twin boys. They were at Deftones.
What? Oh, I thought you were saying the daughter had two 15.
No, she's got a 23-year-old daughter and two 15-year-old twin boys. But they're all at the show just turning up, you know. Yeah. I will say that this generation seems to be a little more awkward, you know, because there are people who were around when Deftones just came out, and they're jamming, and the kids are like, I don't want to get into that.
That might be an issue also, right? That the kids don't really celebrate the music in the same way that we do.
Well, then get out the way and let me do my thing then, man. You don't belong here then. If you do this, sit on the sidelines, but I'm finna mosh.
Yeah, that's a good question. I haven't seen that dynamic yet, where you go to a show and it's a lot of kids down in the pit. Like, but the show I just went to, like, there was a pit there, and there was standing room, you know, no one was moshing.
See, again, this is something.
They were all just doing this the whole time.
Well, and this was at an Alice Cooper show?
Yeah, Alice Cooper and Judas Priest.
So you would say
there was no moshing.
Well, I mean, how many people really moshing to Alice Cooper? I mean,
well, Judas Priest though.
Yeah, okay.
I bet you go back to the '80s and everybody was throwing
So was there no moshing at Judas Priest?
Not at all.
Wow, that's weird.
But I mean, everybody down in the pits, like 40, 50, 60 years old. There probably were a few people younger, like in their 20s, but not many.
Like, I don't care how old you are. Well, okay, again, this 25 and under, y'all are excluded from this conversation. But if you're like 30 and above and you at a Metallica show, you know what to do. At a Metallica show, you know what to do.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's enter at your own risk. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, sure, you might be 14, 15, 16, 17 years old and you want to enjoy the show. Cool. Just know this was our band when I was growing up.
Yeah, exactly.
You just now getting it. This is so when you come in.
So don't disrespect it.
Just know
this is what we do down here.
I might be turning up on it. Well, no, there will be, man.
Is moshing dying?
Hell no, dude. And you know what? Here's something else I was gonna say is when I said this story many times. You guys have probably heard it, but when I went to that Gojira show, I was probably the only person of color there. Mm-hmm. I mean, and you know, I'm not the darkest, but I was the only person or one of the only person of color. I'm in the middle, just freaking going, pushing, elbow, throwing. I dropped my phone.
Wasn't no Samoans in there?
I'm sure there was a few. I mean,
yeah.
I wasn't saying,
hey,
what's your ethnicity? I've never been to one where there
wasn't.
I wouldn't stop and say, hey, before we start marching, what's your ethnicity?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can tell. Come here. You can tell because they're like 300 pounds and they're beating the shit out of everybody.
But where I was going is, you know, that community, I dropped my phone and everyone stopped smashing. It's like, hold on, wait, let's make sure this one person who doesn't seem like he's used to this, let's make him, okay, here you go, buddy. You want to get back in?
They probably thought you were the Samoan.
Yeah, come on, let's go. But I think that would be the same thing if you were at a Iron Maiden show and you're moshing and you do see a younger crowd come in. I think the respect is there from the older fans. It's like, all right, we know y'all are coming in. Y'all aren't used to it like we are. We know your generation's a little bit different, so we're not gonna push you like that. We might do a little, you know, we might give you a little, but but you just. You know, it's a respect thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have we covered any videos where it was like a show in the 2020s?
What do you mean?
Because I want to see if moshing is still happening. Like I said, I go to the show, there was no moshing.
Well, I just told you I went to Gojira in 2020, and it was moshing all over the place.
Okay. Yeah. I guess maybe it's a certain band. Like, you would feel like Judas Priest. Like, yeah, there's going to be a mosh pit.
Yeah.
But there wasn't.
That's hard to believe, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw we just did a reaction that was like in 2023, and they were just out there. Dude, come on, man. You go to a Lorna Shore show, there's moshing.
So the kids aren't going soft. Is that what you're saying?
Not if you're listening. If you're listening, dude, I work with a kid. Yes, I'm gonna call him a kid. He's like 26. Dude, that's a kid. Yeah. But he comes in my. He'll come in my office. I'm like, yes, man. Like it shows me like it's still going. You know, like keep going. I mean, I really find it hard to believe if you're a Lorna Shore fan, if you're a Slaughter to Prevail fan, if you're a Cattle Decapitation fan, you're not going to the show doing this.
You can't. Not with a band like that.
And these are newer bands.
Yeah.
So, of course, there's moshing. I mean, of course. That had to be.
Yeah,
right?
I'm just saying, if you were saying that the kids are different these days and they're not
I'm saying
outgoing like that.
The kids going to older bands. Like if a 23-year-old is going to a Metallica, Megadeth, Iron Maiden, Slayer, you got older fans there. But if you got a kid going to a Lorna Shore, Slaughter to Prevail, you know, younger, newer bands, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, I'm more surrounded around my people, so I can be a little more comfortable. Yeah. But if you're going to a Metallica, bro, half of this crew is 50. My dad's age.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'm going to let y'all have it. But if you choose to come into this mosh pit, just know. And same thing with the Slaughter to Prevail show. You got a bunch of teenage hormones going in. You got the 50-year-old like, dang, man, I like this song. I really want to get to the hellfire. I got to... But they're looking at you the same way. Just know, you choose to come in here, we ain't gonna treat you no differently. All right. Now you the 150-year-old in there moshing, but you decided to do it.
Let's take a different style. I mean, I guess it's not too far off, but Sleep Token, one of the hottest bands out right now. I want to know from the Trash Talkers if you've been to a Sleep Token concert. How was the moshing situation?
I don't think there'd be moshing at a Sleep Token
I
show.
know, it's a little different style.
Yeah, it's not the same vibe. Like, there's not really much... Dude, we went to the Tool show. There wasn't any moshing at Tool.
No, not at all.
I mean,
not only was it an older audience, but it's not really.
oh,
I don't know, but
hold on.
you look at that sober video. There was moshing back then.
Well, and not only that, when they did sober, that crowd area, there were people standing up, like pushing,
moving around a little.
I'm just in. All right, let's use the hip hop equation for a second.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to Lil Jon, throw your hood up. No one's doing this.
Move, yeah.
L.A. No one's throwing up L.A. Throw your hood up. Throw your hood up. Nobody's doing. Hey, throw your. Nah, you gotta put that in that one.
ATL.
Yeah, throw to Atlanta.
ATL.
You ain't doing this. Throw your ATL.
You kind of have to. It's like, how can you hear the music and not? I mean, there's always those people that are in the back just like.
Too cool for school.
I really like this band.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's you. But some people want their full money and experience. Like they want to.
Yeah.
Dude, there is something to be said when you go out to a band or to a song. Like I've said it before. Like there was a song here. Okay, let's go with. I'll give exactly what happened. The song East Side versus West Side, Baby D and Lil C.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so this is when I was standing on the east side of Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had the west side of Atlanta, and there was a teen club right in the middle. So you would have the east side of Atlanta and the west side of Atlanta, all coming this one side. And then you got the east side. So the east side throwing up the east side. Mm-hmm. West side, everybody repping their side. But the second that, boom, it's a certain energy. Like, look, we all know you rep your side, I'm going to rep my side. But when that shit drop, we all just going boom. I guarantee you it's the same thing at metal shows and pop shows. Like, we know, like, imagine like a, now watch me whoop and watch me. I'm not into it, but there is a feeling that you'll get if everybody's synchronized doing the same. Like if you're doing the, what's the country, the electric slide. If you got two people doing it, it feels one way. Put 90 people together and everybody's synchronized. Yeah. It just feels different.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah. I mean, that's part of the vibe. That's why you go to the show, to feel that energy of man. Everybody enjoying it.
It's like if it was just meant for me to just sit there and watch, I could do that at home. Like, what's the firecracker smell like? What? Like I want to smell. Mm-hmm. If I go to Ramstein show, I expect to get third degree burned. I expect to get third degree burned. Dang it.
I mean,
I'm joking. But.
I don't expect it, but it is possible, I suppose, if something goes wrong.
But okay, if you did get a third degree burn, you'd be like, you know what?
Yeah, that's part of the show.
Part of the show.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
You're big on that. You're big on performers putting on a show.
Absolutely.
So you're up there and you're putting on a show, and everybody's just.
That's kind of what it was, man, for the Judas Priest concert. Like, you know, there's the people that are gonna stand up and
that's cool. Yeah.
You know but that was the most anybody did for the most part.
I mean, maybe
there were literally people who were just sitting there eating nachos.
What?
Like, this is Painkiller.
Dude, I don't get it.
What are you doing? This is the greatest metal song of all time. You're just.
I don't know
Good song.
It might, and there's some part of me where it's like maybe. Like I just gotta be different, man. Like maybe there was somebody maybe there was like 80 people and there was like, damn it, who's gonna be the first one to do it? I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. You know what? I'm taking this shirt off. You know what? I'm turning up, and then everybody.
Yeah, see, it needs that one person to just set it off.
I'll do it.
Set it off on the left, y'all. Set it off on the
See?
right.
It felt so much better when you saw me do that dance with you. But if you was doing it by yourself, you
set
feel
it off on
a little weird, right? Keep going, do it again.
Set it off on the left, y'all.
See how much better that feels?
Right,
now add 80 people to that. It just feels better, man.
Yeah, absolutely. But
and poor Judas Priest, dude. They're probably like, dude, do something.
Exactly.
Like, do something, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's still cool to see everybody nodding, but it's like, man, this is metal. This is made for you to move to. You know, it reminds me of a question that I asked on the community page a long time ago now. Is how do you dance at a metal show?
Whatever you want to.
Yeah, feels like it, right? Because I think one of the options I wrote was like, do you just headbang?
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you just stand with your arms
Yeah,
folded?
I remember that.
Do you do your moves? You know, bust outs. You twerk.
Or you just flail.
Yeah.
At a metal, you just go. I don't, man. That's why I effed with the metal community. There is no
rules.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah, well,
Like,
I think that's the point of metal is to break all the rules anyway, right?
Do whatever you want. Like, if you want to come out here looking like the Monday doll with a spandex turtleneck on, buddy, enjoy yourself. We ain't here to judge you. Enjoy yourself, man. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, there's always that one person that does it too.
Yeah, man.
It's like, I'm going out in my thong tonight. I am 54. I'm a 54-year-old dude. I'm wearing my thong tonight and nothing else.
Damn, somebody gonna clip that. Somebody gonna clip that and post that. Somebody gonna clip that one. But no, if that were the case, I don't see many. If you're at a Manson show and you're a 54-year-old dude that wants to wear a thong, buddy, enjoy yourself.
Oh yeah.
Because you know what, this dude probably is wearing a button-up suit and tie Monday through Friday. He's like, you know what? One
finally
day,
let my hair down.
Finally, man. Like,
once that Manson show shows up, I'm gonna show y'all something.
Good to go, man.
Yeah.
So now, with metal, that's one thing. With rap, that's another thing. But like, it's so crazy because country doesn't have like, and it's,
I feel like at a country show you probably see everyone from 8 to 80.
Yeah, and but at the same time, I feel like it's more subdued. It's more everybody can do.
Oh yeah, there's no moshing. I'm sure.
Everybody can do this.
I don't know. Maybe some of those newer artists, you know.
But that would be the
hip hop and confused.
That would be the newer. That would be the younger audience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you go from 8 to 80, everybody's just.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah, but then you get like a Shabuzi. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
People turning up to that, man.
Yeah, you at least got to do some kind of dance or something. Even if you're not gonna throw fists, but like dance.
And you ain't got to, but it's just like, I guess it just depends on your personality. You know, if you out there and.
I mean, if you're enjoying it, then by all means do what you want to do. But it goes back to the original question, though: is there an age limit?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
For metal and for hip hop. Because, like, there is no age limit for country. And there's probably several other genres where you can see 8 to 80. I
got EDM. I remember out there raving, dude. There was this
some
dude,
older people?
Heck yeah, man. Shout out Tommy the White. We used to call him Tommy the White. He looked like a...
He was that guy, huh?
He was that dude.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I'm talking about...
Dude, I remember, you know, back when you're 19, 20 years old, and the house parties that would happen when you're finally on your own, you're away from the parents. There'd be those house parties where there's like 35 people in there. There was always, it felt like always, I mean, maybe not every night, but there was always some dude that's like 40 years old just sitting on the couch and nobody knows where he came from.
But that's the coolest motherfucker there. And whatever you
He's
need.
just sitting there drinking beer like, what's going on?
Whatever you need, he got
Well, how
it.
did you even get in here?
I don't know who you... I mean, I get what you're saying. There could... If you do have that... Okay, wait a minute. Who is this guy? Yes, if you're thinking creepy. But this dude might be like... Dude, okay, now, if it's a house party and you're like... Everybody else is 18
Oh, dude, it would always happen.
Yeah,
like,
that's a little...
And it wasn't the same person every time. It'd just be like... Everybody's in the kitchen like, y'all noticed it?
Oh, no clue.
Where did he come from?
He ain't bothering nobody.
It's like he just walked in and sat on the couch and started drinking. Like, what's going on?
He was the neighbor. He just goes like, y'all got beer? Shit, I ain't gonna bother nobody. Go ahead,
Exactly.
go drink my beer. Are those Doritos? I mean, is those nachos? Grab me a plate of nachos. Just sitting down. That's free beer, free nachos, just chilling.
Yeah.
Like,
There was always somebody willing to take that chance. Like, I don't know any of these people, but I'm going right in there and sitting on the couch.
I smell bud and beer. I'm going, dang it. I ain't here to hurt nobody. Don't talk to me. I'm gonna talk to you. I just want some beer and some.
Yeah, he's just sitting there watching TV.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. And you know what? That might be your DD at the end of the night.
Yeah.
He might be a nice
Nah,
dude.
he was drinking.
Oh yeah, he have to. Yeah, he have to.
It was always T Slim would be the one to walk up and talk to him.
That would be me.
T
What's
Slim
up,
was
bro?
always the dude. Sit down right beside him and have a whole conversation with him.
Damn.
At the end, you're like, who was that? I don't know who the hell he was.
Damn, what was something happened like that this weekend? Fuck, what happened? Shit. I can't remember, man. But what was it? We went to go get oysters, and No, I was at Ingles. I was at Ingles getting clam chowder, and so I know like everybody who works at the Ingles right on the street.
Yeah.
They all know me, and there was this older black guy and they both were in a wheelchair. The man was in a electronic one, and she was in the other one, and he's over there and I'm getting my clam chowder, and I want to put some cheddar cheese on it, and he's grabbing the tongs right next to the cheddar cheese, is getting his onions or whatever, and I'm getting the cheddar cheese, and he was like, all right, now leave some for me, nephew. I'm like, you leave some of them for me. I need to get my, like, I'm just talking to him, and the people back there just looking at me. This fool will talk to anybody, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I'll talk to anybody. I don't care.
Yeah.
But no, as far as the rave situation, Tommy the White Man, there are some situations where it sounds weird when you mention the house party thing now, because unless you're just like if you're the neighbor but if you all right, now it is weird. I ain't gonna lie. If you got a house full of 18 to 26 year olds and you got a 75-year-old dude in there.
Oh, he wasn't 70. I mean, it would always be like a middle-aged dude for some reason.
Buddy from Family Guy walks in, the party runs.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, God. What was his name?
Chris.
Lester? No, Lester.
Y'all know
Herbert. Herbert. Yeah.
Hubert or Herbert?
Herbert.
One of them.
Yeah.
If Herbert walks in.
Yeah, you might want to. I mean, we weren't calling the police, but do something like, you mind going back to the nursing home, bro?
You seen the episode where he had on the emo swoosh wig, and he's just, I'm here for the show.
Oh, what was it? Was it Justin Bieber concert?
Something like that. But he had on the swoosh trying to blend in. Hey, kids. Like, man, I don't know, dude.
See, that was the thing. Like, if he was that old, somebody probably would have been like, what are you doing?
That
seems
a little weird.
But for some reason, the 45-year-old, he may have been a creep,
It's the setting.
But like I said, it wasn't the same person every time.
Yeah, it's always a random.
Yeah,
hey, bro, look, I was at the party last
NPC
time.
shows
He calls his homeboy. Look, I was there at this party. Trust me, they got beer and they won't bother you.
Exactly.
I'm sure. And then he leaves. Bro, Fred told me about this show. I'm calling you. Now Clarence shows up, and then Clarence like, look, Terrence, hold on. Then Terrence tells William, and now it's just a bunch of. It's a thread. It's a forum.
Now you got to be brave to be that person, though. Think about this. You driving home and be like, oh, they having a party over there, and then you go and park, and you're like, let me just walk in.
Yeah,
just walk in and sit down.
Nobody said nothing. All right.
Yeah.
Grab a beer.
You gotta have balls to do that.
Nothing. Oh shit. Hold on now.
Because that could go really bad for you.
God dang. Wait a minute. Is that a fondue? Oh yeah, y'all fucked up. I'm finna eat all this shit. You got a to-go plate. You got a pocket full of nachos and shit. Like, bro, what the heck?
I think it's because there would always be so many people there that we didn't know anyway, but they were all our age, Yeah. People always bring somebody.
I think it has a lot to do with setting. If it's at a club, if it's at like the rave, I mentioned Tommy the White. That dude was old. I mean, I say old, but we thought he was old as crap because we were young as crap. But he was the coolest dude ever. But if you're like a house, if it's like Suzanne's graduation party and you're 45, 50 years old, bro, what you doing here? Unless you with other family members or
and that may be like one of the people that came with somebody that nobody knows brought their uncle or something, and but we would always discuss like after, like, anybody know this guy?
Nope. No clue.
No, nobody knows who the hell he is.
So the question is, Smokey, finish it off. I think we both answered it.
Dude, one more thing to one more anecdote.
Here we go.
We'd go to this club down in Warner Robins sometimes, and sometimes we'd perform there, but sometimes we'd just go hang out or whatever. There was always this dude that was special that would show up. And, glasses, he had a unique look to him. You could tell, like, he's a local that didn't really, hang out with all the people that would be hanging out there anyway, but this dude, every time we'd see him, he's sitting at the bar and drinking or whatever, but there'd be a certain song come on. This dude would get out on the floor all by himself, and he would cut a damn rug, bro.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him.
Like, he would bust out moves from, like, Kid and Play.
That's awesome. Doing the leg.
Yeah. He was a special person, but damn sure could dance.
I envy that, dude.
Yeah.
When cause people, again, the too cool for school, like,
yeah.
Man, you go out there, and that dude didn't care. He probably hated every song. Nope, not this one. Not that. Waiting on my song.
Yeah.
That's it.
He would get out there and bust it out.
Gotta go. God, man. Shout out to that. I wish we knew that dude's name.
Yeah, I wish I knew. It's probably just his Saturday night routine. Like, I'm gonna go bust my dance out tonight.
That's it. It's got to be that one song, and he just got to feel it. He's one shot. Nah, this ain't it.
Yeah.
Another shot. Nah, that ain't it. Nah, that ain't it.
But when it hit,
Shawty got them apple bottom jeans, the boots with the fur turning up, man. Heck yeah, man.
Oh yeah, good times, man.
100%, man. So, Trash Talkers, you guys answer the question. Is there an age to where you were too old or too young to go to a metal show, a rap show? You know, is it too? What's the age limit? You know, and where do you differentiate? Like, hey, you can go if you can't do this, or you can't go if you can do this. If there's a
Dude, I say no.
I know that,
but there's definitely people who say yes.
Yeah, I would say no.
I mean, we've seen the comments before. Like, for one, it's like weird that you're watching us, but then you want to leave the comment like, you guys are too old to be dressing like that or listening to this. It's like, but you're watching the video. You clicked on the song.
Exactly. Look, let's take who did Ozzy pass the torch to?
A Youngblood.
Youngblood. Let's say Youngblood is performing and nothing but kids out there. Ozzy walks up. 260.
Ozzy to leave.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, like Ozzy's like, man, nobody ain't gonna say a word to Ozzy. Or like, let's say like Tupac gave Nipsey Hussle the stamp.
Yeah.
Tupac was still alive. Tupac's probably, he would have been what, like 65, 66.
Yeah,
Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace to both of them. Nipsey Hussle turned up 18. Tupac walks in, he's 65. Like, you ain't gonna say nothing to that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What makes, I guess I could say what makes that person different. Yeah, Ozzy is different than William.
Famous, yeah.
Tupac is different.
A little
than
more famous
Jesse.
than the guy that's going bald sitting on the couch. But
I mean, I'd say no. There is no age, but
I say no. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys let us know and tell us if there's any stories you guys have. We'd like to see that. Again, guys, leave your comment. The top 3 comments get read on the next podcast on the Trash Talkers. I was about to say Trash Talkers episode on the next episode of the Trash Talkers podcast. You got anything else for us, Smokey?
I guess that's it for this week.
That's it for this week. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. And with that being said, my name's Behringer Hollywood 6. Bye.
I am Larry Smokey Ramirez. Coming
And we are
over out. Douches. Yeah, boy. Let's go to a concert, man.